Alright guys, it's been a while since we have looked at the mining stocks. So today we're looking at Riot Platforms, Cleanspark, and Marathon Digital. And we can take a look at Coinbase and Microstrategy as well. So in the morning, I think all of these are flushing so far, and we still have about 34 hours until market close. So far, Riot Platforms, this 750 that I was watching, slipping below. Let's just quickly go through the levels for this name. I have spoken about this name many times, and we were talking about this technical damage was done right here in the beginning of the August, where everything flushed down, and these names did not recover. All they were doing is basically chopping around, and it was the matter of time for this to flush to come. So and also in the morning, I think there's a headline about some government issues for the in general miners, but I don't dive into the news, because news just support what's going on with the technicals of the stock any given time. So that's why I don't pay too much attention. Price action was already screaming that this stock, these names were in a downtrend. So what I'm watching for Riot Platforms. So for Riot Platforms, I think it can go a lot lower, all the way to $5.30. That's the sort of a little support, like multi-month support at around, it was in the beginning of 2023. So that's what I'm watching for this name. Let's jump into the Cleanspark. Cleanspark, if you guys remember, well, every time I'm trading something, I don't talk about it, or I just disclose my position. So I don't have any position in any of these stocks right now, but I was short Cleanspark right here. When it flushed, I made pretty big good money, and right here I just couldn't time it. So I was going short right here last week. That's why I was not talking about this name too much. And you can see it did chop around for 3 days. I had $10 puts. I did not realize anything. I think I just walked away with 100% loss on that one, because it was cheap. It was like 7-cent contract, but right here it is below at $9. So this 9 possibly area of support, but I would be watching from here if it keeps going lower, basically 785 ish, and then this level right here, almost like $7, $6.80, $7. So the low of the 2023, but so far year to date, actually 2024, this was this year's low, 2024. So far year to date, Cleanspark is down. This $11 that I was watching was basically the beginning, basically opening price of the year. That's why I had this line. I was basically watching what it's gonna do, but you can see like how many people was trapped, and as soon as this stock slipped below these $15 levels, that it was obvious that it was just a matter of time that it would, after this flushing move and some sort of a recovery move, people would come to short. If it does try to bounce from here, any bounce, doesn't matter where it's gonna go, $10, $12, 13, 14, I would be looking to short these names, because at this point there's a lot of people underwater, and any relief bounce, I'm going to be watching this name to the downside. So those are the support levels for this name. Marathon Digital probably holding up a little bit better compared to everything else, and market cap of Marathon is slightly larger than everything else too, but look at this line. So this name at the moment is it is still in a downtrend, more maybe consolidation mode as well. Hasn't reached the low of the year yet compared to those two names that we just looked at. But this 1450 is the line. So 1450, very pivotal for Marathon Digital, and maybe even $14. I have an alert for 14, which means anytime I see this name below 14, I would be looking to play some downside. And how low can it go? It can go to $10. It can go to 780. But if BTC, I mean BTC right now holding up better actually. But if Bitcoin somehow flushes below these 200-day moving averages where it's sitting right now, let's say if BTC goes to 52, 50 maybe, then it is going to be very easy for these names to go lower. So far today, these names are coming lower with small caps, IWM. So if you take a look at S&P 500, yes, today chip makers are the biggest losers, which is dragging the overall market. But if you take a look at the Russell 2000, I mean, it is the biggest loser today. I think, what is it? Today it's down 2.7%. So biggest loser in overall market so far. Again, market is still open. And NASDAQ, of course, it's tech heavy. Dow slightly holding up a little bit better, but it's still down. Everything is down. But volume is not crazy, actually. We're just coming down with a lot low volume. If you take a look at SPY, I mean, it's only like 26 million volume so far, half a day. I mean, this is no panic at all. It's just simply just technical, very slow selling. And let's take a look at Coinbase. Coinbase, I mean, same thing, below 200-day moving average. I'm going to be watching this name to the downside because year to date, Coinbase turned negative today because 176 or so. I was watching 177 as a yearly opening price. So if it goes lower, I would be watching all the way. Well, so far at first pivotal level would be this 160, but I would be watching all the way 120. And it can, again, just like I said, if BTC flushes, these moves will happen fast. Microstrategy, another name, MSTR. But this name relatively holding better above its 200-day moving average. But as soon as this name flushes below 15, you gotta watch out. I mean, this MicroStrategy, if we see Bitcoin, let's say at around like 45, I would be speculating that this name can come down a lot lower, all the way to these $70, $80 levels. But so far, 200-day moving average is a support for MicroStrategy, and I would be watching also $100 as a support for MicroStrategy. But you can see, I mean, I'm not going to be watching this name to the upside unless it breaks above, at least for ultra short term. You can see I have an alert at 152. If I see this name above 152, yes, I would be trying to play it to the upside. But if we don't try to get back above these 140 levels, at least, I'm not going to be watching MicroStrategy to the upside. So this is the update. Yes, I am sounding a bit bearish on these, but you can look at the chart, and at this point, I mean, there's no reason to be bullish at this moment in time. For me personally, again, this is just purely my opinion, not a financial advice, purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.